I'm officially in the second trimester. I'm actually like halfway through the second trimester now. I didn't really update for like the first little bit just because it was very similar for the first few weeks to the first trimester where I was just super sick and stuff. But now I'm doing a lot better. I'm almost 20 weeks. My official introduction of my super cute boyfriend and baby dad. He's been in videos before, but I've never actually introduced him.
I feel like I would give a better update than you because I was the one dealing with it.
Okay,
so
how
first trimester, all she was honestly just an incubator. She was like my little pet Kelly, and I'd get home, I would feed her, I would clean up after her, and sometimes she was feeling good enough to go on like a little mini walk, but most times she was just in bed. And now it's getting really fun because she's actually feeling good enough to do stuff. So we've been able to go golfing, go to the movie theater.
Yeah.
We can go to a restaurant without smells grossing her out.
Yeah.
That's been another frustrating one.
Is living with me annoying?
No.
Oh, that's good.
No,
you're not sick of me yet?
No.
That's good.
No, I've heard a lot of horror stories of like other people's people, I guess.
People's people.
I was gonna say spouse, but we're not married.
Oh.
But other pregnant women being like very difficult to live with, but you've actually been pretty good.
Oh,
You
good.
haven't been too bad. Let's go golf.
Wait, before we golf, week 12 is when we found out the gender. But we had it confirmed like last week.
I've known the whole time that it's a boy.
Yep, it's a boy.
I felt it. Me and my boy Helicopter, we've got a connection. That's his name, by the way. His name is Helicopter.
It's not Helicopter.
We're already best buds.
We are going to go on a little golf date now, but I at least wanted to include Matthew in a little bit. Usually I just film while he's working because it gives me something to do while he's gone. And so he's probably not going to be in a lot more of my videos, but I at least wanted to show off my cute baby daddy in some of them. I'm going to get back to you guys as soon as he goes to work. This is my halfway through pregnancy baby bump. It's definitely very obvious now. I like go into public and strangers are like, oh, congratulations, how far along are you? Like, are you having a girl or a boy? Like, everyone just asks questions and like everybody just recognizes I'm pregnant when they see me, which is the strangest thing because I'm barely even wrapping my mind around it myself. Now that I am halfway, a few of my symptoms from the first half of my pregnancy have gone away that are making it easier to do a lot of things. I do still get some morning sickness occasionally, but not nearly as much as I used to. It's probably about once a week at this point. Most of my food aversions have gone away, which is so nice. I'm very grateful I'm starting to be able to eat more foods and branch out. Thank goodness my sensitivity to smell is getting a lot better. But that also, I don't know if that's because I'm getting into the second trimester or I also did have COVID. Sometime in the first half of my second trimester, I caught COVID. I don't even know how because I literally like did not leave the apartment. Matthew wasn't even home. He was on a work trip. And so I was literally alone. And I'm like, the only way I think I could have caught COVID is from like the mailman, like delivering packages that I got. One of the downsides with literally being in bed sick for so long is my body has no physical tolerance anymore. I am going to try and start exercising. I'm about to go head to the gym to see if anybody's in there. If there's too many people in there, I am turning right back around and I am coming back to the apartment because I'm still so scared of the gym. I'm very shy there. Like, I feel really awkward in the gym and working out around people. I'm gonna take it really easy and hopefully within the next few weeks I can develop more of a workout routine that I can be doing for the rest of my pregnancy because I have got to prepare my body for the freaking marathon of childbirth. I'm so terrified. I want to try and spend these last 4 months preparing my body as much as possible for it. I just got back from my first pregnancy workout. I kept it pretty easy, but enough to get my blood flowing, get my heart rate up a little bit, and to break a little bit of a sweat, not too much because I don't want to push myself and strain my body. I did 15 minutes on the treadmill, and then I did a little bit of light lifting, try and get my arms strong enough to hold a baby in 4 months. And then I just stretched for a little while afterwards. It felt really good to finally start exercising and doing something healthy for my body. Hopefully I can continue to turn this into a habit throughout my pregnancy and be able to heighten my exercise tolerance as well. I feel kind of gross now since I was sweating, so I'm gonna go hop in the shower and then I'll get back to you. Since I'm in the second trimester now, I wanted to talk about my second trimester symptoms I've had that have been popping up. One of the worst ones has been heartburn. I have never had heartburn in my whole life. I never knew what it felt like. It is literally the worst thing ever. Like, it is the most uncomfortable feeling, and I hate it. Wake up a lot throughout the night having heartburn, and then I have to like sit up. I can't like lay down all the way, which is really annoying. So heartburn / acid reflux, literally the worst thing ever. I've started getting a little bit of round ligament pain, not a lot, but a good amount. A couple weeks ago, I was like cramping really bad. I actually ended up going into the hospital because I called my nurse and described my symptoms and everything, and she was like, oh, well, I'm gonna send you to the OB/ER just to make sure everything's okay. Basically, like, I was having these pains that were like, I don't know, it sounds like what everyone says a contraction feels like, where it's like just such intense, it's like an intense period cramp kind of vibe, to the point where you can't like move, you can't talk for a few minutes, you just have to like breathe your way through it. And that was what it felt like. And it happened a few different times. As we did some testing, we found out I have BV, which is crazy. Completely asymptomatic BV, which is kind of funny because they say that only like 10 to 30% of girls get BV while they're pregnant. And my best friend actually got it while she was pregnant too, which is kind of weird. I just feel like, what are the odds of that? And she was mostly asymptomatic too, and so that's just kind of weird. But anyways, they put me on an antibiotic, and I never had those like intense cramps again after I got put on the antibiotic, and they didn't know if it was BV causing that or if it was something else. I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping, just between hormones, heartburn, having to get up and pee, getting hungry in the middle of the night. I have been having a lot of trouble sleeping, and so that kind of sucks. I'm also like absolutely exhausted all the time, so that sucks because it's like I'm exhausted, but it's so hard to sleep. So I have to sleep for like an extra period of time just so I can get a normal amount of sleep because of the amount of times I wake up in the middle of the night. I haven't really had very strong cravings, I feel like. I've been craving like hot dogs and like Little Smokies ever since I got pregnant, which is unfortunate because that's like one of the main things you're not supposed to eat when you're pregnant, just because there's usually a lot of like nitrites and nitrates in both of those. But then other than that, I pretty much just crave all sugar and all sweets. I was craving cosmic brownies so bad the other day. I literally wanted to cry. I was craving them so bad. But then I was like, I'm not gonna get them because they have really bad ingredients in them, and some of the ingredients in them, I'm sorry, I just had a little burp. I burp all the time too, that's another thing. But some of the ingredients in cosmic brownies are very bad and harmful for fetuses. So I can't really give in to any of my cravings I've been having so far, but it's kind of weird that I crave so much sweet stuff. I was sold on the fact that I was having a girl. I thought I was having a girl before we found out, because all of like the wives' tales of like, oh, this will tell you that you're having a girl or boy, like all of them were leaning towards girl for me. My skin has been absolutely horrible. My acne's been so bad. My skin's just been really dull looking. I had the worst morning sickness of all time, like literally probably threw up hundreds and hundreds of times. His heart rate was over 140 when we took the first heart rate. I was pretty like moody and getting annoyed at people for literally no reason. Like people would talk to me and I would just get annoyed. And so I got moody. So I had like all of the telltale signs so strongly pointing that this baby was a girl, and nope, he tricked us. So yeah, I guess don't listen to wives' tales because they're not accurate, at least not for me. But yeah, now that I've been able to start doing a lot more things, I'm getting really excited. Hopefully I can find some like good hobbies and stuff to keep me busy. Matthew's been getting really into golfing, and so I think I'm gonna try and start like getting into golf with him so that we can go golfing a lot together. I'm really bad right now. I've only been on the driving range and just like the little putting green. I haven't actually done like the course because I'm not even close to good enough to be able to do that yet. But I'm hoping I can get better at golfing so we can go golfing. I've been really enjoying going out with him and just like sitting in the car while he plays. I've started taking a lot more baths again, which is really nice. I was so scared of taking baths just because before getting pregnant, my baths that I would take were piping hot. Like, I don't know how hot they were, but like it felt like I was boiling myself alive. I don't know why that's enjoyable, but it was. And so I've been scared to take baths because I was scared I would make it too hot for the baby. And so I actually got a baby bath thermometer from Amazon, and I've been using that with my baths to be able to tell how hot they are so that I can keep them around like 99 degrees-ish. So they're not getting too hot and I'm not boiling my baby. I think we're gonna wait till September to have a baby shower, but I'm gonna start planning that now and getting some invitations, getting my registry sent out. I'm in love with everything on my registry, and both of our families are already looking at it, already shopping off of it. I feel so bad. We're gonna drain everybody's wallets. Not like we're asking to, like we're not like, hey everybody buy us stuff, but like you can't stop grandmas from buying their grandkids things. Both of our moms, my grandma, like all the women in our family are just going crazy with like buying things and getting so excited about buying stuff for baby boy. It's cute to see everybody getting excited, but I also feel so bad because I'm like, you guys don't need to spend all this money on us. Like, I feel so bad. That's about it right now for like the halfway kind of update. I'll probably just start doing like a lot more just like day vlogs and week vlogs throughout the rest of my pregnancy rather than like summing up a whole trimester in one now that I'm actually able to do things. But yeah, we are just so excited. Everything's going really great with baby. I've only had a few mental breakdowns this trimester. So doing pretty good. I'm still adapting. I'm still getting myself used to the idea that I'm gonna be a mom, which is just so crazy to me. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also have started to feel him move. I don't know if he's like necessarily kicking or if he's just like kind of squirming around in there, but I have started to finally feel him. Some people say it feels like gas bubbles. To me, it kind of feels like a staticky, like kind of bubbly feeling, I guess, but more of like a soapy bubbly feeling, like or like how some people say it feels like a goldfish kind of swimming. That's kind of also how it feels. It just feels like a light, like touch kind of vibe to me. But I think that's about all for my halfway update. I'm gonna keep updating you guys as much as I possibly can now that I feel a lot better just throughout the rest of the pregnancy. I'm excited to have you along for this next 4 months of Matthew and I preparing to be parents. A lot of crazy stuff's gonna be happening in the 4 months. We're gonna have a baby shower, we're gonna end up moving, and just learning everything that comes along with being a new parent. I love you guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.